What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Landaris, back at you with another video. Let's see here. So I just got done with this aeration. I started at 12:15 and I was done at 1:10. So 12:15, 45, 55. So about 55 minutes, close to an hour, 55 minutes to do this aeration. The customer did come out and said his TV signal went off when I was in the front yard. So there is a box, there is a TV box that's up front, which I didn't really get too close to it at all, and somehow it hit it. I guess something happened, because he said when I was in the front yard is when it went off, and he was trying to make sure, because it happened to him last year too. And come to find out, they don't be burying these cable lines deep enough. And I've seen them too. I've seen the cable people come out and bury the lines or have them out there and stuff. They don't bury them at all. They just sometimes they just put like a little slither in the grass and just tuck it, not knowing that, you know, the rules or they policy is to bury it six inches deep. And my plugs are not 6 inches. They're two inches at least, 1 and 2 inches, 1.5 to 2 inches deep, you know. And I dialed back on the thing as well. So, you know, and we went around, and me and the customer, and we checked the plugs and stuff, and they all are consistent. They're about 2 inches, 1.5 inches plugs. So he said this happened to him last year around this time when I came, and he had them come out and specifically bury those lines, and says, hey, look, you guys need to bury these lines, you know, as according to what you guys say that you're supposed to bury them. So they came out and they fixed it and stuff, and fixed it. And it so happens that when we went by the box, you know, they weren't even buried. They're not even buried an inch down. Not even an inch, just centimeters they're buried, you know. They're not even buried an inch down, and like they still put a slither in the ground to actually you know, bury it, because they know the grass is going to grow over it and all that. But they don't understand that. Well, they understand what I'm talking about. They don't understand. They understand that people get aerations and overseeding. It's the same thing with your irrigation system. Those guys, when you do it, I've been at a yard where somebody come in a cheap way to put in the irrigation system, and you can see all the irrigation hoses here and there throughout the yard, because they didn't bury it deep enough. They didn't trench it deep enough. They didn't bury it deep enough. So you got these yards, some people that's, you know, half-ass doing their job, and they supposed to bury them 6 inches. So he called them right away. He came out and talked to them. He said, hey, you know, they tried to charge me last time, and I said, you know, it's their fault. They didn't bury them deep enough. So I told them, hey, if you got any problems where they're not, you know, where you have to pay for it, let me know, and that way I can take care of it for you. You know what I mean? So I know they could be, some of these companies can be, you know, kind of ridiculous and stuff like that. But he said that he didn't pay for it last time, and he said he's not going to pay for it again this time either. So But it's unfortunate that, because the games come on tomorrow. So, he's like, he got to get this thing back and up and running. So, it happens. Those things happen sometimes. I'm not going to say they don't happen. That's the first time that happened to me, Obviously the second time, because he didn't tell me last time. He just got it done. So, but it's cool if he has, if he have them tripping about, he got to pay and all this stuff, I'll just take care of it for him, just so everybody's satisfied and stuff like that. Because $150 is $150, and I'm willing to take care of that for him if need be, and they don't do it for him and stuff. So like last time. So it is what it is. But yeah, sometimes that happens, guys. So that's why I kind of be real cautious about my aeration, because when you start getting to these cable boxes and things like that, or I used to be paranoid, thinking like, okay, I know the lines run around here, run from this electrical box or this cable box. I know that the lines run around here, so I'm not even going to do that. I'm going to stay far away from it. And there's sometimes you got to do that with certain things and stuff. And then sometimes the customers let you know too. So I told him, if he doesn't they don't bury it deep enough, the next time I do his aeration, call the 811, so they can come out and mark where those lines are running. So, or call the cable company or the phone company, to the cable company or whatever, to come out, flag exactly where they got their lines running, and I'll just stay away from that area altogether, you know what I mean? But it's one of those yards that when you aerate it, you don't know where those lines are at once they come from that box. And yeah, it's on the outside. That box is on the outside of the yard. It's on the outskirts of the yard. So yeah, hopefully everything work out all right, and he don't have to pay for it. But if he does, then I'll take care of it for him. I told him I'll take care of it if they give him any pushback and stuff like that to get it done. Because all my plugs were 2 inches. I didn't think I had any 2.5 inches. I just had, they were about 2 inches, 1 inch, 1.5 inch. So yeah. But yeah, guys, it took me 55 minutes to do it, and that was about it. And that's just me being careful, because he kind of got a incline on the side of his yard. He got a pretty big yard, especially because he's on the corner lot. So nice size yard. But anyway, guys, let me get out of here. Job is done, and I'm gonna finish up my day, go cut some yards. I just wanted to get this aeration out the way. I had someone else acquiring about aeration and all that stuff, and he said, it was just too steep for. So the customer wanted me to aerate it, overseed it, fertilize it, and then repair his heel top. In his front yard is basically an incline heel. It's probably at least 20 degrees, a little bit more, 20 to 25 degrees, at least a 20-degree slope up, going down and stuff, at least. So it's one of those yards you got to be really careful on mowing, especially with a zero turn and stuff like that. make sure no cars are down at the bottom of the incline, like a car or something like that, because it goes to his driveway. Once it comes from the grass, it goes to his driveway. So sometimes you can have cars parked there and stuff like that, and you'll have to have them move that. So, but yeah, the guy wanted me to actually do it. He wanted me to do it, and then he wanted to know the exact price and stuff like that. So I think I charged him $165 for aeration. For his yard, he wanted to repair spots. You know, so I told him that the 50-pound bag would be best for him. That way we could get some of those spots, bare spots, covered. And then also I was going to bring in some dirt for him to kind of put on the heel, and fertilized dirt / cow manure, soil, put that in there, because that kind of helped me, and it worked with a couple of my yards that I've done. So instead of just using like fertilized soil that I get from Home Depot, I would grab like the fertilized soil with cow manure in it, and it say cow manure soil. So I would get that, and some of my dead spots and places that I was trying to repair came back with a vengeance, as far as, you know, grass growing and things like that, because that cow manure basically, like, you know, enriches the soil too sometimes. So it worked out pretty good. But I told him I can fertilize it, aerate it, overseed it, and get some dirt and stuff brought in there to cover the yard underneath the tree, some of his bare spots, put the grass seed and stuff down, get it done like that, and wait for, you know, fall to hit, let that take its course, and by the springtime, grass will be looking like some of his neighbor's grass, you know, that's around him. But he claims that he wants me to do some of his leaf cleanup and stuff when the leaves drop. So that's cool. But he said that ticket was, I gave him the price. It was probably about $550. And then if he wanted me to get the dirt and all that stuff, it was going to be like $600 something. Let's just say another $650 if he wanted me to grab some cow manure, dirt, and all that stuff, soil. If he wanted me to do that, then I was going to charge him somewhere around I think it was like $680 with the dirt, or $550 or something like that, just for the aeration, overseeding, and fertilization, winterizing fertilization. And it was going to be $5. But so he said that he'll wait to do that next time, which, you know, they're probably not. He'll wait to do it the next time. He just said that price was too rich for him. So that's funny. That's how he worded it. He said that price is too rich for me. The $550 and the $680. $680 with dirt, $550 without the dirt. So he said that price was too rich for him. So I said, okay, you know, it is what it is. Some people can afford your prices, some people can't, but you can't back down on your prices. So it is what it is. So yeah. Anyway, guys, let me get out of here. I'll see you on the next video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. All right, I'm out.